Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Try Again, FPV, and we have a super cool video today. So I just got a package in the mail from Betafpv. Now I paid for these items with my own money, so this is not like a sponsored review video. However, Ellie, thank you for the cool t-shirt. She sent me a t-shirt, so that's awesome. Anyways, I bought the AIR75. Now, before you click off this video, this is not like the other AIR75s that you have seen videos on, because this is the TBS Crossfire version. So I'm very excited to get this thing open. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, so let's do that together. Ready? Oh, that's so sick. I've been watching unboxing videos of this drone for weeks, dude. I've been waiting for it to get here. This is, oh my gosh, guys. Okay, this is cool. So I've only seen the ELRS version that everybody ordered. I ordered the TBS version, which obviously runs Crossfire, and this thing has, looks like a Crossfire Nano installed with a mini Mortal T antenna. Look at that. It's like black and blue. That is cool. It looks like they've got a little bit of tape here for me to install it in the back there. So that is sick. Oh wow, this is so cool, guys. So this should be easy to set up. Yeah, let's see what else we got in the box. Same as the other ones. It's got the USB dongle and some spare Gym Fan 40mm, 1mm shaft bi-blade props. Gym Fan is sending me some more sets of these, so that will be awesome. And we've got our extra canopy and the little card. So the same as the other ones, however, it does have a different receiver and antenna. I am very excited because from what I've been seeing on some of the videos, the little flat antenna on the ELRS Micro has been giving some people range issues. I don't know if it's all or just some. So I'm excited to see what this little mini Crossfire can do. I am so ready to get this thing in the air. So yes, I'm going to be flying on the 450 1S Lava packs. This is what's recommended. I bought a pack of 4. There's supposed to be some other ones on the way from Betafpv, so I'll be excited when those get here. Let's pop these open and take a look. Those are sick. Look at those. And let's see here. It does look like the TBS, let me move this out of the way. It does look like the TBS receiver does poke out just a little bit. But let's see here. I want to see how well this battery fits. Okay, there we go. Oh, she's in there. She's in there, dude. Oh, wow. This is sick. Alright, so she's pretty hefty. I'm sure this receiver and antenna is a lot heavier than the ELRS version. I don't have a scale to give you a weight on it. So this is just my unboxing and initial impressions. I wanted to get it out there and show you guys kind of what the Crossfire version looks like. I'm going to be flying this for about a week or so. I've got gates from Gym Fan on the way. I've got batteries from China Hobbyline on the way for this drone. So I'm going to rip it around and put it through its paces, and I will have a, thoughts and review for it in about a week's time. But I just wanted to show you guys this thing and how sick it is. That is so cool. So let's see. I wonder if the reason the antenna is not attached is so I can get to the receiver in order to bind it. These batteries definitely are a tight fit in there. Let's see. It does look like the receiver is already attached. The bind button is kind of in a tight little spot. It might be a little difficult to get to it. So I'm going to get this bound up and we'll do the maiden flight here in just a little bit. Alright, we got our Tango 2 here. So I'm just going to come into my model select. I'm going to create a model. I'm just going to mode. Oh, there we go. Let's set our mode to SD, or aux3 mode, or aux2. We'll set to SC. All right, long enter to confirm. All right, we're going to name it. How do I rename the model? Menu. Here we go. So this is going to be. Oh, snap. Did I go too far? All right. We're just naming it AIR75. Okay. Now we're going to go to menu, page. Oh, you know what? We gotta hold the menu. That's what it is. TBS Agent Light, Tango 2 Crossfire. All right. Now I need a driver. So we're gonna turn this on. Try to press the bind button. There we go. We're in bind mode. Tango, bind. All right, binding in progress. We got blinking green light, blinking green light. We got solid green light. We got solid green light. Oh wait. All right. It says we got arm. We got turtle mode. We got hover. Let's go. All right. I am recording this voiceover as I watch the maiden flight. So the maiden flight went pretty well. This thing is fast. As you can see, I got way too fast right off the bat. It took me a little while to kind of get under control. Probably shouldn't have started going ham right off the bat, but I was just so excited. I had to get after it. So here we go, a little split S through the stairs. I was pretty proud of that. I noticed that I'm getting some kind of banding in the video. I'm not sure what that is. I'm just trying to kind of feel it out. I'm definitely noticing that it's a lot faster than I'm used to. In my normal freestyle quads, I fly like 25 degrees tilt maybe. And this seems like it's maybe a little bit higher at like 35 maybe or something like that. I don't know. So it was definitely squirrely. It was definitely kind of hard for me to keep it under control inside the inside my house. So yeah, I was definitely very ecstatic flying this thing. I've been waiting for it for so long. Here I am kind of getting used to it a little bit, still bumping into stuff, but I'm sure, you know, as time goes on, little inverted yaw spin there. I'm sure as time goes on, like I will get way more comfortable with how this thing flies. I haven't had a tiny whoop since probably 2019. I had an Inductrix Pro, which I flew not in acro very much. So this is my first real tiny whoop experience. And so far, I gotta say, pretty cool. So here was my second flight, and I noticed here that my OSD started flickering while I was flying, and I wasn't sure really what was going on here. Sorry, Selena. I tried to power through it. I thought maybe it was just like a compatibility issue with channels. I did switch to race 5 for this flight because I thought maybe the banding from the first flight was from channel interference. So I switched to race band 5 from 8 to see if that fixed the problem. And I also upped my power to 400 to see if I could just blast through whatever it was. Unfortunately, tried to knife edge there and failed. Unfortunately, it didn't fix it. But as you see here, I took a tumble and everything got better. And so I was kind of like, what's going on here? So I'm doing a little more just goofing around, feeling it out, seeing what it's like. Cruising upstairs, downstairs, tried to power loop to the stair gap and messed up there. So after I was trying to fiddle with the OSD for a little bit, I realized here as I was touching the camera, I was fixing the OSD issue. So I unplugged it and decided to fiddle with it some more. All right, I've been having a lot of issues with the video getting messed up after bumps and bounces. So what I did, and I wish I'd shown you guys before, but what I did was I loosened this board so I could lift it a bit. And then I took the Crossfire Nano and I flipped it. the way they had it mounted, the antenna was facing outwards. I went ahead and flipped it, and my reasoning for that is because the VTX antenna is on this side. So I'm trying to put the UFL for the Crossfire on the opposite side of the board. I'm hoping that, plus a little bit of, I'm gonna wedge a little bit of electrical tape in between to hopefully maybe insulate it. I don't know if that will help or not. I know there's already heat shrink on it, but I mean, what can you do? Hopefully that will solve the problem. I also noticed that with it flipped over, there's a little more space. So hopefully the battery isn't pressing it against the board anymore, if that was the case. So I'm just gonna put the the screws and stuff back on here, and we'll see if that fixes my video issue. I'm really disappointed because I couldn't I couldn't really tell you how excited I was for this thing to show up, and the fact that the video issues are so bad out of the box is I don't know, it's really frustrating. But I'm hoping it's just getting things dialed, growing pains. I haven't seen anybody else with this version of the quad, so I don't have any reference point or any fixes. So we're just trying this out as we go. So alright, so I went ahead and after the little receiver flip, I decided to take it outside and try it outside to see if maybe the interference was like strictly in my house, or what that might have been. I adjusted the power up to 400 because I knew I was going to be flying outside. And here we go. This is, my first test outside. It was pretty windy, and you'll see that a couple times here in this flight footage that the wind was pushing me around quite a bit. But this thing was cutting through the air pretty good. I didn't have any issues flying it. It was just a dream to fly. I was just kind of getting a little more confident with the video. The video was spectacular outside. I had really no problems with it outside. However, I didn't really bump it into anything outside. And after I brought it back inside, the video issues came back after a crash. So here I am just going to the top of the tree, going to do a little tree dive. This thing flies great. I mean, I cannot, it flies super good. Inside and outside. It just does exactly what you tell it to. I'm super impressed with the flight performance of it. I know it's probably heavier than the ELRS version. I don't know by how many grams, but it definitely does well outside. It definitely carries its weight a little bit when you huck it over things. It does all the maneuvers that I would want from a freestyle quad. So here's a little bump in the tree, and it recovered well. We're just doing some power loops over my hammock here. I am not used to how tiny whoops fly, so you'll have to bear with me if my freestyling isn't the best. I've got to get used to how these things fly. I mean, I'm used to flying 5-inch quads, so definitely loving this thing for outdoors. I can tell it's going to be a blast to take it to some of the spots I normally fly and just find new gaps that I couldn't hit with a 5-inch. There we go, just bumped it into the tree. I was attempting a trippy spin there, and the wind just pushed me right into the tree, so I'll give it another try here, and I got about halfway around it before I hit a branch, so I decided to go ahead and give up on that one. We got stuck into the tree a little bit there, but I mean, this thing is taking quite a bit of abuse. I mean, I'm bumping it into everything, and it's still ticking. And do note here, my OSD isn't flickering or anything, so I don't know if flipping the receiver helped or not. There we go, got stuck in the mulberry bush. I don't know if flipping the receiver helped or not, but it seems to be a little bit better now. All right, so after I had it outside, I brought it back in, and I was having video issues again. I switched to Raceband 1. That was giving me trouble. I tried different milliwatt settings. That was giving me trouble. You can see here my video was just absolutely
horrible. So I don't know. I ended up just goofing with it some more. I put it back on the settings that were working the best before, which was race band 5. And you can see here my OSD is just flickering, kind of out of control, and I got some really bad banding in my video. But then, here we go. We bump it, and there you go. The OSD is back to normal. So then another bump, and everything's back to flickering and really bad again. So I don't know what's going on, honestly. It's very frustrating because I can't fix it. I don't know what to fix on it. The video is just really bad. I tried to fly through it just because I've been waiting for this thing forever and I just want to fly it. But it's getting to the point where I can really not see very well. So here I am just kind of unplugging it.
Okay, so flipping the receiver did not really improve things much. However, I noticed every time that I touched the camera, the signal was getting better. I'm not sure why that is. So what I did was I unscrewed this back one to kind of lift the camera up a little higher from the board, because, normally it's, well, I guess it didn't really do much. It just, I don't know. I just undid this screw, mainly to lower the camera tilt a bit, and somehow my reception is getting better. I'm not sure what's really going on here. I don't know if I have a defective antenna or a defective board. I don't know. Kind of disappointed with this thing so far. It flies really great. I want it to be perfect, but, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because Crossfire and this VTX don't work well together, or if I have a bad board or what. So, alright, so update. I've flown about 3 or 4 more batteries through this thing, and I did seem to maybe have fixed my video issue, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to leave in the video issues I was having, and I decided to leave them in the video because I want you guys to know exactly what my experience was out of the box. So I was able to get the video to be a lot better by replacing the antenna. So this is the antenna that came with it out of the box. I don't know if there's a problem with the antenna. I don't know if it's, I do not know. But I took this antenna off and I put this one on that I grabbed off of I think a Mobula something VTX that my friend Daniel gave me. He gave me the camera VTX combo to put on planes. And so I took the antenna off of that and put it on here, and that has made my video a lot better. I don't know if it's because this is like got that kind of like shielding on it, or if it's just a better antenna. I don't know. Or if my antenna was just a bad one. Don't know. But it seems to have fixed my video issues. It's flying a lot better. I'm not losing my OSD at all. I still get some flickering, but not nearly as bad as it was. So I'm able to fly this. I also left the camera like this because I found that it lowered the camera angle quite a bit. So I left it just unscrewed in the back, and I was able to fly this around my house a lot better. So I don't have any flight footage from that. That's fine. I'm going to revisit this quad in about a week and tell you guys my, full thoughts on it. So stay tuned for that if you guys are interested, if you've even made it this far into the video. Yeah, so I would say now that I've replaced the antenna, I would give this thing probably a 9 out of 10. Now that it's fixed and working properly. The only reason I won't give it a 10 out of 10 is because it was giving me issues out of the box. But hey, if you're already a drone person and you've got antennas laying around, that's a simple fix. I got lucky that I had one. Otherwise I would have just been stuck and not knowing what to do to fix it. So thank you, Daniel, for giving me that little VTX. The antenna saved my life today. And yeah, this thing is a ripper. I'll post some more flight footage on my channel here in the next few days as I'm flying it around some more. Oh, also, before I go, I bought this little case off of Amazon. It was like 20 bucks, and it came with some foam in it. So I just cut it's like foam that you cut pieces out of. So I cut some pieces out. So I got my batteries and my charger and my drone all in there, and it's nice. So yeah, this is a Mookie? I don't know what the hell that is, but that's the brand name. If you want to look it up on Amazon, I think this one was $26, something like that. It's the, if you want the dimensions, it's 11 by 8 by 3.5. I believe those are the dimensions. So it fits the quad, the charger. I've got spots for batteries, and also the top layer of foam can come out, and underneath is another layer of foam. So if you wanted to put a battery bank or something below and like pipe a wire out to plug in your charger, you could do that. That's what I'm going to do eventually. So anyways, cool little carrying case for it if you're interested in getting one of those. So yeah. So that's it. That's my review on the Beta. Well, not review. That's my unboxing experience of the Beta 75, AIR75 TBS version. So definitely frustrating out of the box, but amazing now that it's fixed. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.